Okay, so welcome back to the lesson. This lesson, we're going to create this delete job post button. If you notice, it's only on our job post. We're logged in as brown. It's only coming up on the brown ones. So delete job posts. Are you sure you want to delete, and that's done. Just add this button. It doesn't actually do anything just yet. Later on, we'll set that up. So yeah, delete. Show you again, and done. So into the code now. So first thing, the actual component is delete job post. So this whole thing is lesson 30. So we can do this first. If you want to create the components, remember if you want to get these things, just go to a similar one, copy and paste them. This will get created later to the import job post from actions data actions. So we've got handle open, handle close, delete job post. This.props.delete job post with this.props.job post ID. So that will have its own ID, and then we'll delete that from the database and from the state. So remember, this will not work if you just copy it out now and then you go to the next one next. Remember, you can copy these from somewhere else in your project that has the same things already, and then we'll come down here. So it's all in a fragment. So what this component is here is actually this here. This is the delete job post component, then delete. Let's come to here. My button, delete job post. So we've got the dialog, and there we've got dialog title, the buttons, cancel and delete. Okay, then we'll map state to props, data equals state.data. So this is our store, and then that's the data. So same with the authenticated, we get that from the global store if you've forgotten, and then we're connecting. Connect, it's a glue between React and Redux if you've forgotten as well. So that should go like that. I don't think we actually need that so much. Anyway, so delete job posts. Remember, this is mapped action to props, but we just have the one action, which is delete job post. You haven't set that up yet. We'll do that now. So we want to go to, first come to types, add in delete job post, and that's just a string that we set up so we can't get it wrong by putting the wrong spelling somewhere else. It will all just relate back to this. So it comes to data reducer, sorry, data actions first. Maybe you want to add in delete job post up the top here. Okay, so set this up. Remember this here, if you come into Postman, go to the delete one, that's job post apply, so it is this one here. Copy that, paste in there, also get rid of this bit, and then we go slash job post ID, and that's axios.delete. And then we dispatch type delete job post and the payload job ID. So that's going to delete it from the database, and then this will delete it from the store and on our screen. So Command S there. Don't have to do this yet. We'll do that in a later lesson. So then come into data reducer. Up the top again, delete job post, and then come down here, delete job post. So index, state.job post, find index, job post. So go through all the jobs, find the one that's got the action.payload. So find the job post.job ID, which equal action.payload, which is the job ID. So and then state job post.splice index, which is this here, and we take out 1. So we just take it out once. It's a bit confusing, but we just take out this index and we do it once. And then we return the state, the new state without this job post in there. So hopefully that's all clear. It's a bit confusing, I know. So now we'll go to this one. Didn't think there was anything to do in home. So we come to job post. So we want to make this connect component. So maybe we have to do this stuff down here. So we'll connect prop types, reply icon, icon button, my button. So we want to add in user, authenticator and credentials, loading as well, all that. So down to here, delete button. So this is where only for job posts with the user ID matching our own ID will this show up. So we got, so if we're authenticated, so that's equal to, that means authenticated is true, and username equals credentials.username. So the job post username is equal to the credentials.username. So we're going to state here, username, say brown, and you're seeing the job post. Well, that's the job post for brown, but this is the job post on the screen. Oh. Anyway, job post, and it will have username brown as well. So we'll match those up and then give us the button there. So then job post, and we give the job post job ID. So whatever we call this job ID is there, which is also in here, job ID. And this one, job post ID related to the client, is job post ID. So just make sure you got the right naming. Thing to do if you get stuck and you get an error, just console log job ID, just console log things and you'll see where you went wrong. But it should be pretty straightforward. And this we can just change to null. So if we're authenticated and a username is equal to this one, delete button is equal to a delete job post components with the job post ID of this. So then we get this delete button here, which if we're authenticating, the username equals credentials.username is this, otherwise it's null. So we get that delete button, and then we come down here. You can put it anywhere you want really, but I put it here, so we got delete button there. And then I've just put the other button, reply button, tip reply. So that's just this, which doesn't do anything. But we'll set that up later. So come back to here. Set up prop types again. Map state to props. So user, state.user. And then map actions to prop, delete job post. Remember, if these are the same, instead of doing that, we can just do that. Just a reminder, I'm sure you already know anyway. And then we're changing this to this here. You want to command save, option command S, command shift P, then npm start, click enter, and that should be all good. So any questions, comments below, and just remember console log things if you're having errors, and I'll see you in the next lesson.